Hey guys, welcome back to Hepline, and welcome to our first episode of the Hepline podcast. I'm your host, Join'em, and I'm joined by my co-hosts, 40%.
Hello.
And Polybius.
Can I get a boneless pizza?
And our special guest today is Frost, although he is a new member of the Hepline crew. But he is not yet an official host of the show, so he's just going to be guest starring today and kind of being in the place of Zep because we couldn't get him on for today's recording. But anyways.
Feels bad.
Yeah, but oh well, what can you do? And
Same.
Close some windows.
He's off closing windows
yeah.
today.
In
Too
lieu
bad.
of Zep, everyone close your windows.
Have a Mac. No.
Yeah, so we before or earlier on we were talking about Max, and that was before Frost joined us. And
So we can't talk about it anymore.
oh, no, we can't.
Like, you can't rip on me as much, okay?
No,
Heck
sadly
you.
not. But I mean, no, we can still rip on you as much as we want. But
Okay, yeah.
you're our
darn.
guest, so we're not. It wouldn't be appropriate to do so.
Once
Only
you're a
when-
host, you're gonna get it a lot worse.
Yeah,
I'm gonna die, basically.
exactly.
Basically. I'm already dead. But...
We all.
Same.
Same. Anyways.
Same. Sorry.
So, World 5 is coming up for any of you who wouldn't have known. Any of you Mine Grumps server folks who wouldn't have known before. World 5 is coming up, and
What's a Mine Grump?
Frost, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
What is Mine Grump?
But anyway, the transfer chests are up.
Yeah, so that's
They've got
that's
the
a bit
rules
of
set
news.
out and stuff.
Yeah, you can only bring, I believe, banners, books,
Banners, heads, and books.
and
Yeah.
Player heads.
player
Not
heads.
like a wither head or a creeper head, just player heads.
Oh, really?
Banners,
They
player
made that
heads,
rule.
and
You
the
can't
books.
bring like other mob heads and stuff.
I'm not sure about those.
But you definitely can't bring wither heads.
Definitely
No.
can't bring wither heads.
Oh, alright. Well, that's...
What do you guys think about the rules?
I've talked
Don't.
about it before. I'm not
Little
gonna...
disappointed.
Yeah, I'm definitely disappointed. I'm not gonna go on a rant about it, but I'm a little disappointed with the system. I really enjoyed the way that the banking worked the last time around for World 4, and
And then
I
we
didn't
never
think...
used it ever again.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like,
I
it was
thought it'd
this...
be used. Like, I opened one up this world expecting it to be used, but I never got to use it then. Like, I opened
Yeah.
it up and it was just there.
Yeah, so we, for those who also joined during World 4, we had a banking system underneath of hub spawn for the transfer from World 3 to World 4, and we only got to use it that one time. We all expected that it was going to be this widely used thing from world to world from now on, but then of course they went and changed it up again. So that's, I at least thought that they were going to make the whole transfer chest thing for this world still take place in the banks, but instead they made a completely separate transfer chest room for that. So
Yeah, it looked kind of rushed. Like it's just a world edit glass sphere.
yeah, I know.
I think they had to change the vault thing in lieu
And it
of,
has coordinates in
Silverbox.
this world. Like you can walk to it.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
they might have changed it in lieu of shulker boxes because the double chests were pretty big for...
well, yeah, that's
I mean, they
true.
could have just
but,
taken them out, too.
But
you know.
the thing is I was really hoping that they would be lenient this time around, and I was so excited to finally use shulker boxes, because I was like, man, I never have enough space to store all of the memories and the memes and all the stuff from World 3. I had World 3. I had the problem first of moving, but then World 4, I prepared myself for it using shulker boxes, and I was super excited about it. And I stocked
And then
up.
it got shot down.
Yeah, and then I got shot down. I collected a bunch of shulker boxes. I renamed them. I painted them to be color coordinated for organizational purposes. And then they said I couldn't use them, and I was really bummed out.
I had mine labeled for events. We had the Valentine's Day event, we had the 4th of July, we had all these different events labeled and ready to go to just put in and drop it in there. And they're not even nothing too important in there. They're just player heads and stuff you buy during the event.
Right. Yeah.
And
I mean, I transferred over some of my event player heads player heads and stuff like that, and so that's going on over to World 5, but I wasn't able to keep some of just the simple meme stuff that I wouldn't use for any sort of resource,
a flower.
Yeah,
we can't take simple, useless things like a flower.
That was
an enchanted piece of coal named Staff's Undying Love. I can't take that with.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can't.
And the drug dealer at spawn, it costs a stack of beacons to buy Staff's Undying Love.
Or you could just have gotten it for free, like a sad during special events.
Yeah,
I got Staff's Undying Love from a a random raffle.
Yeah, same. I think that's the only way you could get it.
I won a raffle, and I just got a bunch of heads, I think. But I
got a bunch of heads in mine. I got Arcavetti panties.
Oh, I think I got that too. But
okay.
I put all the Arcs panties in my treasure chest.
What was that?
I think there was a cake inside.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like I got the worst.
I remember
people have gotten better stuff out of lottery chests.
Yeah. I think I remember. I also won another raffle thing for pixel art in World 3, I think. Yeah, in World 3 I got a pixel art. I won a pixel art raffle. But those, I think, were the only 2 times that I won from events and stuff like that.
I think I had crap, can't remember. Never mind. Well, wait, no. Get used to it, people. It's gonna happen a lot.
Yeah, but the so I was upset about the transfer chest thing. I see why they're doing it, and they say that they have plans for giving us some of those memes and memories later on in the world, and they don't want to spoil.
Why just give it to us in the first place?
Yeah, that does seem a little strange, but I'm gonna wait and see what happens. I'm not gonna judge anyone at the moment for making a decision.
Whenever we bring it up, they say, "Oh, but we have a surprise in mind. Don't be so quick to judge." I'm like,
the surprise is way delayed, though.
Yeah.
Well, get on with it.
Yeah, it's like
the surprise is delayed, just like the server is.
A surprise in every meme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, still no specific date on World 5, but the transfer chests are open, so maybe soon. And we have gotten a sneak peek at the World 5 spawn. Did anyone here, actually, I forgot to mention, did any one of you guys record World 5 spawn at all?
I would have, but I was gone. I was out of town the week.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I was so pissed, and they said, "Oh, there will be more opportunities to look at it."
And then it never happened.
And then it never happened.
Yeah, well, we at Hepline here should do a World 5 launch live stream. We should do something like that.
Crap. Sorry.
I can't stream very well.
Well,
I could try to. I mean, I can.
Well, we have a Hepline. We do have a Hepline Twitch channel, and so that stuff is all set up. It's just a matter of who can broadcast it. So it'll probably be either Polly or I, and yeah. So
my internet is too shitty to do it.
The thing is, we could try to describe the World 5 spawn to 40.
It's there's an enormous spawn tree, and it's that tree. You go like inside the trunk.
No, it's not necessarily inside the trunk. It's like a cave under the world tree.
Well, yeah, there's like this huge cavern underneath of the world tree, but you go like under the world tree. Like you spawn. It's a little hard to describe. You spawn on like inside a branch in like the world tree, and then you can go down, take some steps down through the tree into the cavern, and they have like this. They actually have a spawn town down there, which is something that I'm really excited about because I really missed spawn town.
They're actually putting a Wendy's in there, I've heard.
Really? I actually didn't see that.
But yeah, Arc City is doing it. No, but what pissed me off more about not being able to see it is like 2 months later after they had it open.
Right.
They were like, can someone test if /warp W5 still works? So I did it, and it still worked.
Oh, really?
So I was able to look at it the entire 2 months. It was still there. And as soon as I did it, they're like, okay, cool. And then they teleported me back to World 4.
No.
I was just like, no!
They could have let you walk around a little bit, but you missed your chance. So
I missed my chance.
Yeah.
Alright.
And I have like the camera mod, so I can actually get good shots.
Right. Yeah, I really like your filming in Mine Grumps.
Like my favorite example, and the shortest one, would be the new Spawn video that I did.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'll link that.
Everything is kind of
I could probably just like splice it in now.
Yeah. But yeah, I really like your filming, and shut up, Frost. I really like your filming.
It's what I do for Hepline.
Yeah, and we'll definitely have to do some sort of live stream type of launch party type of thing for World 5, and then we are planning to probably do town showcases.
Who are we gonna live stream to exactly?
What do you mean live stream to?
YouTube.
Everyone is gonna be on the server. I mean, if we're live streaming it, who's gonna be watching it?
I guess people could have it on in the background, listening to our commentary and stuff like that. But then,
I mean, you could also have like other people.
Well, actually, I would say we could just connect to the Mine Grumps video chat. I would say we could live stream it, and then if anybody can't make it but still can somehow watch the live stream, they can watch that. But we'll definitely have to archive it and then post it onto YouTube or something. So, and that way it'll both be a video and a live stream. So that way it's more convenient for everyone. But we could probably connect to the Mine Grumps chat and just have everyone talking, but that would be a lot of commotion, so I would understand if that's...
No, what we could do for the YouTube edit is everyone records on their own computer, right, and then I put it all together, kind of like a Yogscast type deal.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. That would be a really cool idea.
And everyone should be able to at least do some minor screen recording.
Right, maybe not.
Yeah, I got it first. I can do it first.
Hey, I can
all these computers better than mine. He's definitely able to
record. Yeah.
Yeah, I can screen record, but I can't do any sound.
Yeah,
you'll have to find something that can, Frost.
Yeah, because I don't know. The last one I used was called Soundflower, and Soundflower was super out of date and almost killed my Mac, so I'm not using that one.
Hashtag Mac problems.
I have a Mac. Insert photo of that. No. It's me sitting at a Mac. Me, my head turned into an Apple computer. I want to take up Photoshop and just start photoshopping me into Macs. Every Mac that exists, I am it.
Yeah.
This is joking around.
Whatever works. All right, moving on. We're
Indeed. Yeah.
we're stuck on that for a bit too long.
Yeah, but I do have a sort of an opinionative a topic to talk about with the server, and
Pray tell.
I really don't like our new redesign spawn. I'm sorry for those who actually revamped it and redid it, but I'm not a huge fan of it. I really enjoyed the previous World 4 spawn. I will say it's bigger-ish, but
it's more interesting. Yeah, it's got more stuff to it.
It's bigger, but I would say it's got a lot less like detail, and it's a little. It doesn't have one style to it. Like, I really enjoyed the World 3 spawn because everything was stylized the same.
Yeah.
Plus,
I have nostalgia from that.
Yeah. Plus, there is a server town. There was so much to do in World 3 spawn because it was an entire town. There were vendors everywhere. There were hidden secrets for you to just... Like, I would just get... If I was bored, I would just get on and roam around the server town looking for things to do. So, and I would, find secrets. Sometimes people would hide things in chests, and I would go search for them. I found out about someone's little like Christmas event thing that they were doing from just wandering around spawn. They were doing it was with the Yule logs and like the coal and stuff like that, and it was in like they hid it in chests and stuff like that, and it was really cool. But
I found a notch apple on top of one of the buildings there once.
Oh really?
Oh, you know what was to find in chests?
Actually.
The best thing to find in chests was Grump Army propaganda.
Yeah, that was.
You know what they had in one of the chests at Hub was a bone, an enchanted bone with infinity on it named Boner.
More like join them, Grump Army.
What was that, Frost?
Sepsva Gruber. You would find it like around Hub.
Join them, Grump Army.
No, shut up. But I'm very glad that they're reincorporating the server town idea into World 5 because, it might be a little bit smaller this time around, but it still makes for a better like marketplace and just more activities going on around spawn. Plus, spawn
it's all in one spot.
Yeah, it's all in one spot.
Hub to buy some fireworks or something.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll still somehow keep Hub around, because Hub still hosts a lot of events and stuff like that, and I feel like there's still some memories left in there.
Well, I think Hub
can still serve its purpose, but it doesn't.
I do feel like Hub needs a revamp, though. Like its design was very spread out.
Liked when Hub was high off the ground.
Yeah.
Because then, like when they started the world, they said, "Oh, since Eletras, we're gonna incorporate a lot of flying elements into it." Right. That's why they made Hub really high off the ground, so you could fly out the entrance.
Right.
And they got rid of that. Now it's really close to the ground, and you have to press a button to go really high up to fly down.
Yeah.
You can also tell that they world edited and moved it down, into the ground.
Yeah, but I agree with you guys. I really enjoy Hub. I do want there to be more events hosted there and stuff like that, because I really enjoy all the events still being in one spot, and you can actually go and see some of the old like event places, like the different arenas and stuff like that, the different mini games. You can go and see that stuff. Some of the stuff
you careful with the game mode changers though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Don't kill us, please.
Or the inventory wipers and stuff like that. So
Yeah, every time they've had a thing where it's like, oh, it'll change your game mode when you walk in there. It is always messed up somehow.
Oh, really?
So, like the
Yeah.
flying.
Yeah, remember when they did the
Deleted all my
separate
items.
creative world and like people's inventories were getting wiped?
Oh, really? No,
Yeah,
I don't actually
People's
remember
survival inventories would be wiped,
that. Wow.
and they would bring back some stuff from the creative world.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though,
Yeah, that
can I
happened
actually-
enough that they had to cancel the creative world altogether, and it's not there anymore.
Oh, darn.
Could
Well,
I bring up a
supposedly-
hub-related topic?
supposedly they're
Like, I know it's a plug-in issue, but I mean,
Yeah.
it sucks.
yeah, but supposedly they're actually making a new creative world in the World 5 spawn. I saw a sneak peek of it whenever I was visiting, and I noticed one of the portals there said creative, and they have like different modes now that you can do. Like, I guess World 5 is already base survival, but then you've got creative, and they might even be adding a hardcore section, but I don't remember that. I cannot confirm that for
Yeah, I
They're
remember
getting rid of
they
PvP.
did have-
PvP will be gone.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't hear about
I
that.
guess it's
actually.
being
No
kind
stashes
of
in
replaced
PvP.
with parkour. I guess.
Yeah,
Not
they're
parkour,
doing stuff with PvP. It
hardcore.
might be a toggle on by basis thing. I don't know. They have not said anything about World 5,
Yeah.
and I think that's
Also-
unfortunate.
Yeah, I would kind of like this to be more like you know what they should do? They should do a staff direct, like a Mine Grumps direct or something like that. Nintendo Direct style, talking about different updates with World 5 and with new stuff coming out and things like that. But
I have to get a picture of Seth doing that like pose though, like the hands held up to the head thing. Also, I did want to bring up a topic too. Like,
Oh,
so
okay.
what about the museums? Like,
oh, right. Which
Yeah.
museum are you talking about exactly?
all of them, honestly.
Oh,
mean,
you
probably
mean
the
the
ones
hub?
above.
Yeah, a lot of people put a lot of work into them.
Yeah.
I
Well,
basically built all of 4 almost. Not
yeah,
4, 3.
there was that is a thing about Hub, is that you guys worked on mostly you, Frost, but
And where's World 4 Museum gonna go?
well, World
Yeah.
4 Museum is I
World 4
I
is
don't know what
almost
the hell is
dead,
happening with World 4 Museum. I was one of those people who was angry about the chest transfer thing, and so I was one of those people who was super up to doing the World 4 Museum, which was going to be this big new thing where everybody could have one of their own separate rooms that they could like decorate and put their items and item frames and things like that, and just put their like special memes and different items and item frames, and come in there and just like be like, oh yeah, this was all the stuff that I got from World 4, and reminisce in that, because that's really what a museum should be. And then I started helping building it, and then it lost its steam with a lot of other people. No one else was really helping with it anymore, and then it was I think it was really just Nesky and a couple of other people who have been working on it, and
I've only ever seen Nesky work on it.
Yeah.
The previous museums were made in creative mode, though, weren't they?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that is
Yeah,
true.
that's the
Actually,
thing. We don't
no.
have enough resources to pull that type of building
Well, I remember
together.
that World 3...
World 2's wasn't in creative.
But it was a smaller museum in hindsight.
Yeah, I guess so.
Was World 3's in...
It was in creative. Remember Zep stole 700 sea lanterns?
Oh yeah,
Gotta-
that meme
gotta
came out of it.
700 sea lanterns.
Yeah, but the thing is, the whole structure kind of fell apart because it was too blocky of an idea. Like, someone laid
Yeah.
down the foundation. Someone already started without talking to everyone else. They just
Yeah.
kind of just
It
did
kind
it. They were
of-
like, hey, I'll be the first one to lay these blocks down. Hey, look at me.
Right.
Yeah, it didn't
But
really
it
have any
didn't-
like communication between anyone when it started.
Yeah,
Right,
people just
yeah.
Or
started,
anyone
like,
that
that was-
really led it too, Like
Yeah,
I know
that-
that Nesky started it, but then it kind of
Well, no,
got
it was
really
it was
unstructured
started
a little bit.
as a whole by just kind of everyone. And then I definitely remember Crimson was kind of really pushing for it, and then Neskai like really tried to kind of wiggle his way into making it his thing, and then it did kind of just end up being his thing because no one else started working on it, but he was still really dedicated to it. So, but yeah, that was the story of the World 4 Museum and how it kind of failed. I don't know if they're still going to be working on it, or
They still have a warp for it.
they do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah,
I don't know what staff's gonna do about it though. Like, are they waiting for us to finish the museum to get World 5, or?
I don't know. I feel like it should be handled like where at the start of next world we have well, not the start, but you know, when it's everyone's kind of settled in, I feel like maybe we should have like a work on a different one, because I feel like this one is really like, it's not going to get finished. There's no way this can get finished by the end of the world, and no way people are going to get on to finish it.
Well, yeah. I think the problem this time around is, it was organization that was really the problem, and how also will the items? Will we have to store the items in the unfinished museum for a while?
Well, technically, the only person who actually has items in here is Vix, so...
Oh, really?
Yes, actually, yeah, I think it's only Vix. She only has one room and then one of the walls. So,
I might,
yeah, really only
I don't
Vix
know,
has
I'm
anything.
thinking about restarting the whole thing altogether.
Yeah,
Building a new one, but
work on
actually
it,
having
honestly.
people like think about the design and having a nice shape to it and a good aesthetic to it before actually getting
I feel
down
like
to
it does need somebody to lead it as a project too.
because
Like
it started out as a giant box and it still is a giant box.
Right,
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes it
Polly,
unappealing to build on.
Right, Polly, you're the new craftsman leader for the Resistance, so you could always uphold that project if you want to, if you have enough time.
Yeah,
so.
but the thing is, Vix already put her stuff in that one, and to tell her to
take it out with her permission.
we need to tell her that we're gonna start a new one, and we're actually gonna finish it this time.
Right.
Yeah. I do want to point out though, you know, Last World, really the reason that I was able to get the museum looking that way, not saying it was necessarily better looking or anything, but like the reason that it was like that was because I basically built it all almost, besides, you know, help from people like Vix and Ark and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But that was really the only way that it got like a concept, not like a design that was very like congruent, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't want to say, hey, you know, next world we should have one person do all of the work, but you know, we have to have congruency. No, I keep thinking it that way, but it's not.
Good job.
You know.
Speaking of congruent, Frost, you're a square.
I am a square, but no, 40 is the square. Because
yeah, 40 is a square too.
I get
Both
it right.
of you are squares.
Yeah.
I like to think of myself as a triangle, personally.
Oh, that's an old meme.
The rumor come out. Does Frost is triangle?
Does Frost is triangle?
I think I'm hoping for World 5 that Hub has a bit more use to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we.
If there even is a hub.
Yeah.
If there is a hub, yeah. I mean, it does serve its purpose. It's for mini games. It has a museum and stores and everything else.
PvP
memorabilia like.
Yeah.
It just needs to be so much closer together.
Yeah.
And also, as another museum-related thing.
Well, I guess the problem with
speedy horses, but the thing where you get them is like really far away.
Yeah.
Stafford, they dropped the ball on that transfer thing. I mean, they could have used Hub for that one more purpose, the transfer thing, but they just didn't want to do that. I don't know.
Right.
It's just strange.
I mean, that's basic. Hub was made for like two main reasons. A central sort of plaza for events and mini games, and two, a place where they could use to transfer pixel art, items, and all sorts of different things. It was essentially a hub world, and then it became the sort of secondary world whenever World 4 came out, and people then had access to the Nether portal and the End portal outside of Hub in the actual spawn.
I think Hub did serve its purpose, but now that they just removed the storage chest altogether, they could honestly just have the Hub world have a different inventory for players altogether.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, but they have issues with that,
Did they?
Like
the separate inventory thing has wiped people's inventories.
Yeah, that's a buggy thing to work with.
It worked with the World 5, with the World 5 warp, though. It cleared your inventory and then when you warped back.
It did clear my inventory when I warped back, so...
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, so...
It didn't play mine.
People have definitely experienced problems with that kind of stuff. And again, as 40 mentioned, it's just a plugin issue. They're plugin bugs and stuff, but I don't think... Due to those limitations, I don't think that staff would properly.
Wait, you said it wiped your Ender chest stuff, right?
Yeah, it did.
It just wipes player data, and that includes your end chest.
Yeah. Oh, and I did have one more thing to propose about museums, though. Do you remember the museum thingy from World 3, though? I feel like that could be a thing, though I guess it detracts from Hub's source, but I love that. I love
teleporting
that
thing that you could teleport to, like, the museums. They also had the giant statues of, like, previous...
that? Yeah, that was pretty nice.
Yeah. I altogether, I think World 3 was my favorite world. A lot of people say that it was their least favorite, but I think World 3 was really my favorite. It had all the stuff I wanted in it, like... It had It had the event stuff I wanted in it. It had a direct event teleporter whenever a new event came up. The spawn tree with the coordinate teleporters, in the different biomes and stuff like that. That was really useful for me because sometimes I would need to find an ice biome really quickly, and so I would teleport to the ice biome, or I would need a desert really quickly, so I would teleport to the one nearest to a desert. So and then it of course had Spawn Town, which had all the vendors close by, and stuff like that, and the community chests, which they got rid of for a while in World 4, but then they came back with the shulker boxes, and now they're back to community chests again. So but
that makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah, World 3 was my favorite world, and I'm hoping
they have no say in it because I only came at World 3.
I honestly don't share that nostalgia because I wasn't here during that time.
No, that's true, Polly. You don't remember. Well, there's like screenshots and videos out there for you to see what it kind of looked like.
Yeah, I've seen them.
I made a video actually.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I've seen them. I just wasn't there to meet the people and see how it was like at that time.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really laggy because I shot that video on a really bad computer.
Yeah, but the problem with World 3 was that, I guess the same thing happened with World 4, but on a larger extent because World 4 has been around for so long. But with World 3, almost through the entire thing, there were very little people online at at certain
any given time.
Yeah, at any given time. And the same thing has happened with World 4 a few times. There have been major slumps in the population, and I think right now we've hit one of those slumps in anticipation of World 5, because everyone's got that sort of demeanor.
World 5 when?
Yeah, everyone's got that demeanor of World 5 when, it doesn't matter what I build right now because, it'll
just get wiped.
It'll just get wiped in a month or two, or whenever it's going to be. It could be, some people might be thinking, oh, well, the world thing, that could happen, in a week from now. And if I start a project right now, then it could, my hard work could just get erased within a couple of days. So But
I do have to say that, they are planning on having World 4 as a thing in World 5
Oh yeah,
now.
they're gonna have World 4 hosted in adventure mode.
oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. And that's why
So
I've been
what you can do,
placing stuff
place your
around.
inventory in a chest at your house, and go to your house afterwards,
Maybe.
and then you can go continue in World 4, except you can't build.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a problem. Would it have separate inventory from?
Yeah, that's what it would.
Yeah, it would, and that's what
So-
scares me about it.
Yes, I like having my
if you're
inventory
lucky-
from the previous world and this world being deleted.
If you're lucky, though, your inventory from the new one will be wiped, and the inventory from World 4 will be carried over.
Okay.
Because that's what happens when your inventory gets wiped after moving. It'll copy your inventory from the one world to the other.
Okay. Yeah.
So you could totally get your World 4 inventory if it glitches like that.
Yeah.
Don't tell staff.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't tell staff.
Well, I mean, it's on the
Or whether they
podcast
watch
now,
this.
so staff might be watching. Who knows?
Cut it from the video. Cut it.
The guild is watching.
So actually, I'm gonna really quickly speak about that. What happened with the guild? The resistance. This has really turned more back into the Vanguard, but then again, the Vanguard was technically the resistance, just with a different name. But
It doesn't matter anymore. It's pointless.
yeah,
Oh, gosh.
the resistance came back as the original resistance, but kind of had Vanguard elements, especially in using the old Vanguard symbol, but somewhat repurposed. And then it turned back into the Vicar plot, so now it's the Vanguard again.
Resistance versus the Vicar, and I don't even know anymore.
Yeah, so I don't even know if this is gonna end up becoming Zelda timeline shit right here, because
Oh no!
Oh, I do know that Time had a plot kind of lined out, how it
There's a
could
lot of
happen
people.
with
And then
alternate stuff, but
and then Zirkles came back, and now he's gone again, and he's not maintaining anything.
right. Well, that's
and now it's Arc.
We can't trust new people to the Resistance Castle because he owns the claim,
oh really?
Good
and he
job,
didn't give
Zerk.
anyone else permission trust.
Wow.
Good job, Zerk.
Well, that just goes to show you that
He's still in the Discord chat for the Resistance. You
Yeah,
can think
he
Yeah,
is.
but he's never online. Oh, he's online right now.
Well,
But he never
He does
gets on.
not take part in the server anymore.
even
is
if
what we're
you
saying.
at here or at everyone or even at Zerk, you won't hear from him.
I think he
Yeah,
has
I have
notifications
at Zerk
in
a couple
general turned
times.
off.
Yeah, so he's
Hey,
kind of a
you know-
goner when it comes.
Hey, you know what we could do as a video? Have a whole thing talking about the Vanguard and Resistance, the whole plot.
Actually, yeah, we could do if we had, you know what would be really cool if we did
Text-to-speech engine of the Crimsonatica.
The Encyclopedia Crimsonica. The history of the Mine Grumps world. Part 1. A battle broke out in the town of O.
No.
I was gonna
No.
I was gonna say do the
The Garfield voice.
do a
No.
Hepline podcast with special guest Crimson and just talk about Resistance and Vanguard history and stuff like that, and kind of go over what happened using the
Encyclopedia Crimsonica.
basis of our conversation. But because I do know he left out some details that I remember, and I was going to tell him more about it, but some of those things, some of those memories were a little bit blurry, and I don't remember exactly when they happened. So I might have to have a private conversation with him and tell him maybe a few things that he needs to add or fix with the Crimsonica, because I was there for a lot of the World 3 plot, and a majority, well, I wouldn't say a majority, but quite a bit of the World 2 plot. So
I missed like half of the World 2 plot.
yeah, same here, but I remember some specific things about it. So he did nail down World 2, but I think it was World 3 and maybe parts of World 4 that need a couple of things added, but I'll talk to him about it and stuff like that. But it would be cool.
I don't remember World 3's plot at all. I remember it starting in World 2.
It was mostly centered around PvP. Like,
yeah.
It was all about Vikar's world. That's whenever the portals opened up for the first time into PvP.
That was neat.
It was really cool
And
because somebody actually discovered it in Spawn. It's kind of similar to how it worked with somebody discovering the rift in the void rift in.
That was me.
Yeah, good job, 40.
Yeah.
But
The rift equals lag.
yeah,
Yes.
but
Oh yeah. Has anything
The rift
happened
is
to the rift
impervious to
recently?
powerful computers. Just get a gaming rig and you're safe.
yeah, exactly. But anyways, what were you saying, Frost?
Was I saying something?
I thought you started something, but
Oh, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Please.
well, all right. You don't have to say it then. So anyways,
Oh.
I think what? Oh wait, were you gonna say it?
No, I guess did it used to say white text, like have like text when you got into Riverhill? Because now it does.
Yeah, no, they just put that in like a little while ago, so they didn't always have that, but it does now. So, anyways, so I think that's about it for today's podcast. Thank you guys for tuning in. We will be recording these and posting them every week. And
What day?
I don't know. We'll have to talk about that, 40.
They'll be up eventually.
Yeah. But anyways, we'll see you on next week's podcast, and we'll have some more bonus content coming pretty soon. We've talked about a few other video ideas and stuff like that will be coming to
Bonus.
that will be coming to Hepline very shortly. So anyways, thank you guys for watching again or listening in, and we'll see you guys next time.